संश्रितकाञ्ची देशे सरसिज दौर्भाग्य जाग्रतुत्तंसे संविन्मये विलीये सारस्वत पुरुषकार साम्राज्ये संविन्मये विलीये विलीये ना लयम अडयर्थ. So I meditate upon, or I join, or I dissolve. Dissolve means it's not a physical action, but mentally. I'm mentally dissolving into what type of Ambal? Samshrita Kanchi Deshe. The Ambal who has made Kanchipuram as her abode. Samshrita Kanchi Deshe. Why Kanchi is so special? Because Nagareshu Kanchi. There are Sapta Moksha Puris. There are 7 Moksha Puris. Of those, the first and foremost is Kanchipuram. Why? Because Kanchipuram is an embodiment of knowledge. There used to be several universities in Kanchipuram in those days. There are 2 places where universities, rather there are 3 places where even in olden days, like I'm talking about, Vedic time or Pauranic time, or even like, 1000 years or 1500 years ago, in Kashmir, in Kashi, in Kanchi. All the 3 cities, they all begin with Ka. There is a reason. I will tell you why it all begins with Ka later. But Kashmir, Kasi, and Kanchi, all the 3 cities, they used to be lot of universities where people get lot of jnana. Not only Vaidika jnana, but even in other matha, like Bauddha, Jaina, all those people have universities, institutes, learning institutions for learning were present in those cities, and Ambal has made Kanchipuram as her own abode. That is why whatever the Swarupam that is described in Lalita Sahasranamam, that Ambal is present only in Kanchipuram. I have said this before. Sindhu, the one Chaturbahu Samanvita, Ragaswarupa Pashadya, Krodhakaram Kushojwala, Manorupekshu Kodanda, Panchatan Matra Sayaka, Ambal with 4 hands, with that ayudams that are described in Lalita Sahasranamam, that Ambal is present only in Kanchipuram. That is why Ambal has made Kanchipuram as her own city. Samshrita Kanchi Deshe. Sarasija Daurbhagya Jagrat Uttamse. Sarasija means lotus flower. Saras means pond. Sarasija, the one which is born out of pond, is Sarasija, because lotus is normally present in pond. Lotus is called as Sarasija. Sarasija Daurbhagya Jakraduttamse. Why Daurbhagya? Normally lotus blooms under sun, and when moon comes, lotus doesn't bloom. It goes down. So whenever there is a moon, lotus goes down. And Ambal has got moon on her head. That is why Sarasija Daurbhagya Jagraduttamse. It also has another meaning. What is that meaning? We will see that after we see that 4th pada. Saraswata Purushakara Samrajye. Saraswata means Saraswati. Purushakara Samrajye. The one who has got mastery over Saraswata Purushakaram. What is Saraswata Purushakaram? Saraswati always means vak, right? Vak means speech, communication. Like you communicate an idea from one person to another through your vak. It's not English WALK. It is Sanskrita vak, va ik vak. So Saraswata Purusha means vak. Samrajye. Ambal is supposed to be the master of all Vak, it seems. So literally Saraswata Purushakara Samrajye means Ambal is master of Saraswati Devi. You know what is the name, meaning of the name Kamakshi? Ka Ma Akshi is called as Kamakshi. Akshi eyes. Ka and Ma. That Ambal who has got eyes, who has got Ka and Ma as her eyes is called as Kamakshi. Now another question comes, who is Ka and who is Ma? Ma, it is Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi is called as Ma. So Ma is Mahalakshmi. Then who is this Ka? Ka is Saraswati. Why Ka is Saraswati? Because Ka, you know, the Kuril Ka, the Hraswa Ka is Brahma, and Ka, whenever there is a Dirga, you know, I have said in previous classes, whenever there is a Dirga, it represents the feminine gender. Shiva is Parameshwara, Shiva is Ambal. In the same way, Ka is Brahma, Ka is wife of Brahma, Saraswati. And that is why all the three centers of education, Kanchi, Kashi, Kashmiram, they all start with Ka because of their association with Saraswati Devi. So Kamakshi is the one who has got Saraswati and Lakshmi as her eyes. That is why Ambal is called as Saraswata Purushakara Samrajye. There is a Nama, beautiful Nama in Lalita Sahasranamam, Nijasallapa Madhurya Vinirbhat Sitakachapi. The same Nama's explanation Acharya says in Saundarya Lahari, 66th shloka. Vipanchya gayanti vividhamapadanam pashupatehe tvayarabdhe vaktum chalita shirasa sadhu vachane tadiyair madhuryaihi apalapita tantri kalaravam Nijam Veenam Vani Nichulayati Cholena Nibhrutam, says Acharya in Saundarya Lahari, shloka number 66. It is an explanation of the Nama Nijasallapa Madhurya Vinirbatsitakachapi. So what is the explanation for the shloka Nama? Acharya is describing a scene in Ambal's court. Apparently in Ambal's court, Saraswati Devi, she has Veena, right? Saraswati's Veena is called as Kachapi. So Saraswati is playing her Veena, you know, beautifully praising Ambal and importantly praising Parameshwara. And Ambal is so mesmerized by Saraswati's Veena, she started saying Shabash, you know, whenever we listen to a good kacheri, and you know, whenever all the Sangatis are good, we say Shabash, Shabash, Nanna Padra. We say that, right? So Ambal started saying Sabash. And that Vak, that voice of Ambal was so sweeter than Saraswati's Veena. So that Ambal's Vak was so beautiful and so mesmerizing than Saraswati's Veena. So Saraswati apparently thought, hey, Ambal's Vak is so beautiful. In front of Ambal's sound, my Veena, my Kachapi, the sound produced from my Kachapi will be like sound of a donkey. So I'm going to mutakatify my Veena. So Saraswati has packed her Veena apparently. So that is the meaning of Nijasallapa Madhurya Vinirbhatsita Kachapi and Vipancha Gayanti Shloka in Saundarya Lahari. But that is a very gross meaning for Saraswata Purushakara Samrajye. Okay, Ambal has got mastery over Saraswati. You know, this is like what we see in the Saraswati Sabda movie. Kalviya, Selvama, Virama. Three people are fighting and Ambal is fighting over Saraswati. Ambal is winning over Saraswati. That is one of the meaning that is intended here. But the most appropriate meaning here is Ambal presides over all the Vak. Kalidasa says, Vagarta viva samprittau Vagarta pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. Kalidasa says, Ambal and Parameshwara are like Vak, the word and its meaning. We cannot separate a word and its meaning, right? A word carries the meaning with it. We cannot even imagine cow without imagining the cow. So word and meaning always goes together. And look at that order. Vag artha viva samprutau vagartha pratipattaye jagatah pitarau vande Parvati Parameshwara. So Parvati is Vak and Parameshwara is the meaning. So whatever the meaning, meaning is an unformed Vak. It is the meaning. You cannot describe the meaning to anyone else without involving Vak, without involving speech. So Ambal manifests the ideas. So ideas are unmanifested, and whenever the ideas have to be manifested, they need to be converted into words, right? So Ambal is the word, Parameshwara is the meaning. The same thing Abhirama Pattar also says, Sollum Porulum Yenanadamadum Tunaivarudan. So Sol means Vak, Porul means Artha. So Ambal presides over all the expression of ideas, all the Vak. Vak literally means word, but it means here, the way of communication. That is why there are a lot of namas in Lalita Sahasranama that extols Ambal like Matruka Varna Rupini. You know what is Matruka Varna? Matruka Varna literally means alphabets in Sanskritam language. This A, I, U, right? Those are called as Matruka Akshara. And Ambal is Matruka Varna Rupini. She is in the form of alphabets in Sanskrit, alphabets in any language. Because Ambal is also called as Bhasha Rupa. Bhasha means language. Bhasha Rupa, the one who is in the form of all the languages. So whenever you want to express an idea, you have to have Ambal's Anugraham. That is why, in Sanatana Dharma, people have thought it through. There are 4 stages in the expression of an idea into a physical, tangible form. What are those 4 stages? They are Para, Madhyama, Vaikhari, Para, Pratyaksha, Madhyama, and Vaikhari. Para means, the thought is present in your mind in potential form. The thought has not manifested itself. Your mind is capable of thinking it, but your mind has not thought about it. That is called as para, the causal effect. The ability to think is called as para. Pashyanti, meaning you know that an idea is crystallizing in your mind, but you have not expressed that idea to others. If I'm talking about Ambal, I need to have that idea formed in my mind, right? So that is called as Madhyama. Vaikhari is the physical action of producing sound from the throat. That is called as Vaikhari. And Pashyanti, para pratyakshiti rupa. Pashyanti is the crystallization. Pashyanti is the visualization of the ideas. Madhyama is putting those ideas into words, and Vaikhari is spelling out those words. So whenever we are talking, 4 steps are involved. So that idea, your mind should be capable of thinking that idea. That is step number 1. Step number 2, you have to visualize that idea in your own mind. That is step 2. And you have to put words that represents that idea. That is step 3. And 4 is finally words that comes out of your mouth. These are the 4 steps of expressing an idea. And Lalita Sahasranamam says all those 4 steps are Ambal. Para Pratyakshiti Rupa, Pashyanti Paradevata, Madhyama Vaikari Rupa, Madhyama Vaikari Rupa, Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama and Vaikari. All those 4 are Ambal. That is why here Ambal is called as Saraswata Purushakara Samrajye, the one who wins over Saraswati, meaning the one who is the Adhishtana Devata of Vak, of communicating ideas. Because according to scientists, the communication of one's ideas are very, very important in the evolution of mankind. You know, in Darwinian evolution, the major step was the ability to communicate one's ideas into others. So that is a very important step in the evolution process. And Ambal is the Devata. Ambal is the one who facilitates that process. Samshrita Kanchi Deshe Sarasija Daurbhagya Jagraduttam Se संविन्मये विलीये सारस्वत पुरुषकार साम्राज्ये. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. शांति शांति शांति. हरि